Entrevistas Alfa.
Soy Paty Velasco para Alfa 91.3, donde todo nace. Alfa en camino al EDC, which means Alfa on its way to the EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival. And I have a very special guest with me today. ¿Cómo estás, Kashmir? How are you, Kashmir?
Estoy bien, estoy aquí en Los Ángeles, en mi estudio, preparando nueva mezcla para el show de EDC.
In Mexico City. So, muy buen
Yeah.
español, Kashmir. Muy buen español.
Gracias. Gracias, fue la única clase en la cual yo estudié.
Pues se nota y lo lograste. Muy buen español. Do you want us to
Gracias.
get in, like, continue in English or Spanish or?
It's a little bit easier, I think, for me to express myself. It depends on the question. Like sometimes it's easier for me in English, but yeah. But we'll try. You can ask me and I'll do my best.
Okay. Thank you for the effort. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
So, Kashmir, is it true that you took your stage name or your artistic name from a region in India called Cachemira because your father was born there, and even some name of your songs are inspired in this specific region?
Yeah, it's very true. Mi papá es de la India y mi mamá es güera y ya, me ha inspirado mucho la India y la música y la cultura y en mi carrera he mezclado el EDM con las canciones, con los instrumentos de India, de la India y yeah, it's not a mystery, I think. Mi papá es de la India.
But
So, yeah,
it's a
por
beautiful
eso.
like mixture, right? Of
Yeah.
cultures, of sounds, of like everything, language.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Bueno, mi familia es de la India, pero si hay algún otro lugar del mundo en el que me he sentido como en casa, es en México.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we really
Yeah.
love your music. We're going to have you very soon here in Mexico City, and we're going to talk about it in after some questions that I want to ask you. For
Sure.
example, what inspired you to become a DJ and a producer?
Ever since I was really young, I loved to be on the computer. I loved the music. And then when the programs came out to make music on the computer, I said, hey, this is perfect. I'll try it. I'll try making some beats. And I would make these beats. I would take them, put them on a CD, show them to my friends. And I was very bad. I mean, I was starting out, I had no education, no anything with music, but I kept trying. I kept studying. And eventually I got to be okay. When I was in high school, I started my group called the Cataracts, and we were making hip hop. I was even rapping back then, if you can believe it. And and yeah, still sometimes I'll rap. I have a new song I'm rapping on, but yeah, so I was producing for us. I was producing for anybody. I like to make music. I like to make beats. And then we got popular in San Francisco, in the area where I'm from, in California. And we went down to Los Angeles, and we had a song that became very popular, like a G6. And this was the start of everything for me. Becoming successful, I guess, in music, you would say. But the reason that I started, I just love making music. I love the passion. When I was young, I was kind of like angry kid. I had a lot of emotions, so music was a way for me to let the emotions out. It was like
Like
a
therapy,
healing,
right?
like therapy. Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful therapy. And
Yeah.
you were talking about collaborating with other artists, and you produce a lot of hits for very important artists like Selena Gomez and like Enrique Iglesias and Pitbull, Beyonce.
Yeah.
And you have collaborated with many DJs like Tiesto. And I would like to know, how do you choose or select your vocalists or collaborators that you would like to
Yeah.
work with?
I was very lucky, like with Enrique. It was
Great song, by the way.
Thank you. We actually ended up doing like an album together. Um, and yeah, it was lucky. Like I got into the studio, I was just hoping, hey, maybe I'll get one song with him or something. And he decided that he really liked working with me and these two other guys. So we wrote the whole album. Yeah, I produced it, the English songs. And it was just a good relationship that I had with him. With Selena, Gomez. I have to be careful because you guys have your own Selena. But it was lucky again. I had written some songs, I think, with her in mind, and we sent them to her. She liked them, and and then I don't know. It would be funny for me to say that I picked them. Like I think they picked me. I was lucky that they picked me more than I picked them. And then you go into like Tiesto and everybody else. Yeah. That actually in that situation, I had some song ideas and I reached out to the people like Hardwell for Power, Secrets for Tiesto, reaching out to them and trying to make an idea that I think that they would like. So sometimes it's more deliberate. I think in dance music, I've had a little bit more authority than I had when I was making pop music. When I was making pop music, yes, I worked with a lot of people, just about everybody, but I always felt like I was just hoping that they're going to like a song or something. With dance music, I became a lot more confident, like I know
That's
that
what you do.
good. Yeah. It's easier for me to just make the beat and to make it hit and yeah, I think it was ultimately the better home for me in dance music than pop music.
Yeah, you feel more confident.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Absolutely. And what would you say that is like the most challenging part of producing a track?
Mhm.
Everything.
Oh, yes, but the drop mostly, the
Okay.
drop, because the musical parts, the pretty parts, the chords, everything like this. This comes really easy to me, really naturally. I love making those sections. I love adding instruments and flavor and complexity. But when it comes to the drop, you really have to be specific about what sounds make it in. The kick has to hit hard, the bass has to hit hard. If you try to do something too complex, then a drop doesn't really work. It doesn't make people dance. When you get to the drop, everybody needs to be dancing. And, that's every time I make a song, I feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to the drop. Every time I feel like I'm back to square one, trying to figure out, the idea, the spirit of the song, the melody. How does that now turn into a drop where everybody's going to go crazy and everybody's going to dance to it? It's not so important in dance music that you have a big catchy hit song like Taylor Swift or like Enrique even, but you have to have a hit drop. You do have to have a hit drop. So even if you don't have lyrics, only with the music, you have to make something that's basically a hit. It's very catchy. People maybe sing along to it, and that's the hard part. And you also have to go to the club, play it, and it has to hit like the bass, everything. So there's a very technical aspect to the drop also. Yeah, when the kick hits right and the bass hits right and everything, then it's perfect. There's nothing better. But it's not easy. It's like I was speaking to David Guetta, and he says that he only uses like 5 different kick drums. You know what I mean? The kick
Mhm,
drum?
mhm, mhm.
Because even if it sounds good in your studio, sometimes you go play it live and it doesn't sound right. It doesn't hit the right way. And it's like you can do all this work, but at the end of the day, you have to go play it. And sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't. So to make things easier for himself, he said he never changes the kick. He says he's got like 5 kicks. He knows they work and he only uses those. Because
So I think that,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead,
No,
go ahead.
you need like to translate your music on your studio like to a party and
Yeah,
imagine everyone will be dancing. It's like
yes,
fun music, like party
yeah,
music. And as you said, it needs to be catchy and make everyone want to dance and want to have a
yeah,
good time. So that's
exactly. It
like
has to be
the
like
core.
smart, but not too smart, you know?
Okay, okay. And talking about playing live, we're very excited because we're gonna have Kashmir live in Mexico City on EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival, this month. So I want to know, Kashmir, What's your favorite part about playing live? How do you connect with your fans, seeing your fans to the eye and seeing them dance or have a good time?
Yeah, I love it because you make these songs and you imagine people like celebrating, going crazy, everything. But when you see them reacting to it, you know you're not alone. You know, like I really believe in the song. It gives me joy, it gives me happiness. And when you see everybody else doing the same, they're celebrating, they're enjoying the song, it reminds you, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not
No,
crazy.
you're
I'm in
not.
the studio by myself, like just lost in my own little world. These songs are really speaking to people. They're powerful. They connect with people. So that part is great. And especially for a show like this, for EDC Mexico, I put a lot of extra attention, the same way I would like for India, where I do a lot of special mashups, special edits, because it's a very important country for me. So I can't wait to see the look on everybody's faces when I surprise them with these songs.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like sharing with us, sharing with your fans all your thoughts, all your vibes, all your passion, all your music.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. I love your work.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Fun
Thank
is
you.
your work.
Uh-huh. Is it? Yeah.
Your work is super fun.
Oh, well, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, that's the nice thing about dance music. It tends to be fun.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to
Um,
know, what role does visual production play in your live shows?
yeah, it plays a very big role. So my best friend Anthony is just there in the other room. He is always doing the visuals. He's been working on them for years and years now. There's also a story sometimes in my show. So not every show, maybe not for EDC, but often I'll have an animated story, like an anime kind of thing that takes place throughout the show. And you get to meet these characters, and there's usually a bad guy. And by the end, you beat him up, you defeat the bad guy. But the different parts of the story lead into songs and give this added weight to the song, like added importance, added emotion to the song. So when you come out of the story, maybe something very tense is happening, and then it goes and it goes into the song and has this added emotion to it. You know, it's not just a song by itself, it's a song within a story. And I think that people really enjoy that. And, you know, I have a new one that I've done and I'm working on the next one. So it's probably 5 stories that I've done so far. They're a big undertaking. You have to do the music, you have to do the animation and everything. But yeah, that's the most distinct, special part of my visuals, I think.
It's like an important part of the show.
Yeah, yeah, it is an important part of the show. I think it makes me different.
Yeah. And you're touring right now. We say you're gonna be on this month on the EDC. But
Yeah.
what's next for Kashmir in terms of production, collaborations, new music? What's next for you?
Yeah, I'm doing collaborations, like you said. I have one with W&W coming up. I'm doing some more drum and bass kind of sounding songs. That's been exciting to me. And yeah, just collaborations, singles, and a lot of work on the production side, helping other producers. So I make sound packs, Sounds of Cashmere, and I'm working on the next one. It's a big undertaking. They usually take me about a year, year and a half. So I'm making progress on that, but it will mean taking time away from the music. I think that's okay right now because I have a lot of songs that are ready to go. So we're just about ready to go into Sounds of Cashmere, and I think that's enough. I'll need a nap. I'll need to go to sleep after that. So,
Okay. So we're gonna see you pretty soon here in Mexico City. Is there something you want to share with your Mexican fans? A little message for them?
yeah, a little message for my fans in Mexico.
Because they're very excited of having you here.
Yeah. Yeah, saludos a todos mis fans en México. Soy Kashmir. Estoy muy, pero muy emocionado de volver a México y a presentar todos los mashups y todo que he estado preparando aquí en mi estudio en Los Ángeles. Voy a pasar la semana trabajando duro para tener canciones, mezclas. Para sorprender al público de México. So, ya estoy muy emocionado y ha tardado mucho en llegar, pero por fin Nos vemos en México, en EDC.
Thank you, Kashmir. We'll see you here on EDC. It's going to be a huge party. It's going to be amazing. And I want to thank you for your time and for sharing all your thoughts and all this beautiful work you're doing with us and for sharing your music.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank
My
you. And
pleasure.
perfect Spanish. Congratulations again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got tripped up a little bit, but yeah, thank you.
Oh, no, it was great. Thank you so much. See you soon in Mexico City.
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Entrevistas Alfa.